Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode we finished getting our 6-piece set bonus as we completed chapter 4 of the season journey. We're going to be upping the difficulty because we should be much tougher having an entire army behind us. I think we're going to go probably straight to Torment 6 and have a look and see how we do with that. We're not going to do the challenge rift this week. I think we'll get much more useful progress by just ploughing straight on in with the game. So let's hop on in, and we're going to carry on doing some regular rifts while we collect the rest of our legendary gems, and it'll be a good way of seeing how this group is doing. Wow, that's a lot of people. Okay, so just to remind, the general plan is going to be to Cyclone Strike, bring everything in as these guys murder it all. We've got Serenity in order to give us a little bit of respite. We've got the Mantra of Salvation, so we've got pretty solid resistances. We might end up changing that over for something else. We'll see how it goes. But the Mystic Allies themselves are going to be pretty beefy. So let's just see. Do we need to even worry about this, or can we up it even further? I mean, we can also fight. There's no reason for us not to be fighting. Soul Smash is still doing its thing. We really need to change that over for something else. But yeah, this is not hard at all. I think we're going to up the difficulty again. Okay, let's do that from in town. Because we'll get more experience, we'll get better loot. There's many reasons to up the difficulty. If you're not feeling challenged, let's go for Torment 8. So that's 2 entire Torments that we're hopping up there. We've got pretty good regen, as you can see, so even if we do take a spot of damage, we can run away. Okay, this seems a bit more reasonable as far as monster survivability goes. Yeah, I think we can stick at Torment 8 for the while. Now, obviously, as we get our legendary gems and finish off the last parts of our kit, because there's still more that we need to get. We need to get those shoulders that reduce our damage when we Cyclone Strike. We need to get ancient items. We need to finish getting our legendary gems. There's loads of stuff that we can still do. And while we're doing that, we can at least be at this level, getting experience. And then we can up the difficulty after we're happy that that's all going according to plan. Plus there's the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac to reduce our cooldowns. This is just effectively with the raw 6-piece set bonus and then those boots. Still good. Good damage, good survivability, good progress. I just wish that these guys did explosions now. I mean, we can activate them like that to really like punch through crowds, but oh jeez, no, that could have been very quickly over. Now, one thing that I do need to be doing is I need to be popping my mantras a bit better. Got to keep that extra resistance up. So, starting off with the brown trouser moment, we're just going to be cautious a little bit. Let those guys pummel off, do what they're doing. just until our near-death experience is gone. There we go. Because yeah, when it goes that quickly, all it takes is a fraction of a second and you can lose everything. But this is why we have our get out of jail free cards. Now, apologies if I still sound a little bit bunged up. There is, of course, a massive heat wave still going through London. So we have pollen, pollen, pollen everywhere. It is not pleasant, especially if you have hay fever like I do. That is going all right. Of course, the more I do get into combat, the more damage we're going to be doing to stuff. But really, I want to be survivable tanky, and I want them to be doing most of it. So we're going to be like just a little bit cautious with how we play. Charge in when it seems certain that it's safe, because we don't want to get completely overwhelmed. And yay, we're getting double death stress from things. I love running at this level. That's going to make it a lot easier for us, you know, upgrade our equipment. Speed pylon. Speed pylon, as we've shown many times before, makes our army crazy, crazy good. Ooh, I heard goblin. Up this way. Well, at this difficulty level, they weren't going to get away from us. That's a whole bunch more plans and some death breaths. Definitely very, very welcome. We'll take more goblins, please. If the opportunity presents itself anyway. Man, speed pylon and a conduit. It's like, who did you want to kill today? Oh, even more goblins. Cool. Well, they're... yeah, literally just a blip on the radar and they were gone. Let's get the pool of reflections so we can carry on getting experience nice and quickly. This guy is taking a while to go down. Alright, let's back off a tiny bit, because we can't see really anything that's going on in there. With Guardian gone, as you would expect, not a problem there. Right, let's finish looting this. Okay, well that's probably good enough. Not a bad run. We could probably up it a bit. Right, let's go back to town. But without the shoulders, I think it would be a little bit too reckless doing that. Wow, we got so many levels. And that's going to be even more there. Right. So let's... oh, we didn't actually get anything to ID. Let's handle these plans in. Moonstroke, Ward of the Dead, Sunder, Rospodine's Staff, and the rest are just gems. Flawless Royal Ruby and Royal Amethyst. Fair enough. Let's salvage these up. Now, how many death breaths do we have at the moment? 39. So we could work on upgrading some rings, or in fact, let's start asking for shoulders, and we'll use the death breaths to upgrade rings as we get them. Right, so shoulders. There we go. That's the one we want. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. So we lose a little bit of damage. We lose a little bit of toughness. We can actually re-roll that to make it better. But for the moment, it will do 50% damage, well, 45% damage reduction for 5 seconds after we use a Cyclone Strike. And we're using Cyclone Strike all the time. Okay, so what would be next? Amulet. Yeah, just amulets, really. Amulets and rings. Alright, let's upgrade that ring. And we'll see what we can get. I should have done it this way around. Nagel ring. Yeah. No. You can wear it though. Yes. It won't be terrible with you having it. The Ancient Corruption we are going to hold on to. We're going to put it over here with our potentially Legacy of Nightmares run kit. Eventually, when we start upping the difficulty, we're going to be wearing Spirit Guards as well. Actually, we're probably going to put Spirit Guards in the cube, and we'll wear Bindings of the Lesser Gods just because of the almost perfection of the bindings. I mean, they are pretty baller. Right, let's do that now. Switch over to these. We'll still keep the Nemesis Bracers, and we'll put the Spirit Guards in the cube. Do we have enough Death Breaths? Yes, we do. They were right up in the top. Okay, so we've got our extra damage reduction all in place. Let's put our points in, and then we can start running some greater rifts. Now we have boosted our survivability quite considerably with that change that we've just made there. Right, so we're at Torment 8, which is all the way up here. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's go straight for 37. We can't empower it because we don't have enough money. We are poor. Come on, get everyone in on this. I mean, I'm not even noticing our health moving at all. So yeah, with those two changes, we can almost certainly up the difficulty. Right, let's grab these and move down this way. Yeah, this will do. Move on. Nope, not back. It's always a little bit frustrating when as soon as you click having loaded in, you end up going back through the portal that you just went through. Okay, into the next batch. This seems to be working quite well. I do need to be better at keeping the mantra up. But our spirit is not a problem because of the extra allies that we've got. Now I just popped our Serenity there so that we didn't get frozen. Other than that, we're just pulling things in close. Trying to keep on top of our mantras for the extra resistance. More for good practice than because I'm actually worried we're going to need it. We are quite tanky. Yeah, generally happy with this, I'd say. We're making very good progress as far as time goes, and I'm not even like playing anywhere close to perfectly. Now, it would be nice to get the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac just so that I can dashing strike faster, we can pop the allies super attack faster, all that kind of stuff. But that would just like turn us into an absolute mud. Let's dash out of that. We'll get the power pylon. Turn us into an absolute murder machine. And the allies are increasing our own damage as well, which is good. Conduit, yeah. Now we don't have Nemesis braces anymore, so it's just about focusing on the mobs nearby when we find things like this. But it's still very useful, still make good progress. It's a shame the allies don't trigger the conduit as well. I mean, it would probably be a little bit overkill if they did. Okay, so we get a lot of achievements for that. We've just jumped up a whole bunch of levels at the same time. Okay, now we got Gogok of Swiftness there. I think that's one that we might actually go for because increasing our attack speed is good. That's very, very good. Increasing our dodge is good as well. And cooldown reduction is good. I mean, it's a triple whammy of everything that we would be interested in. As far as rings, I don't think we're massively interested in that, and that's just Blackthorns. Yeah, Stone of Jordan, not great. Let's head back to town, hand these in, and we'll see how many levels we got from a single rift. That is loads. Right, life per hit goes up. Resist all goes up. Cooldown reduction goes up. Movement speed goes up. We'll ID Blackthorns and we'll get them salvaged and we'll put that Gogok straight in. Goodbye, Blackthorns. In fact, we'll get rid of the Stone of Jordan as well. Right, I need to take this out so we can put this in. Lovely. Now we will go back and we'll re-upgrade our gems as well at some point. that's less urgent compared with the other things that we have on our cards at the moment. So I think we'll just jump straight into another Greater Rift. And this one we'll put up to Torment 9 because it is not dangerous. Brilliant start, almost nothing by the entrance, and I completely wasted bringing the allies in. That's alright though, some quite tanky things. We've got reasonable damage going out to them. Yeah, definitely survivable at Torment 9. And you can already see the cooldown reduction does make a difference. I don't think the allies build stacks for me. I'm pretty certain that's only based on me, but they will be benefiting. Probably would have been better to get the conduit before killing everything, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Not stand in the middle of that is what you're gonna do. Man, we are just storming through this. So, because of this, obviously we're gonna get a lot of Garrigan levels very quickly. That's gonna drastically change our survivability. And the amount of damage we can output once we've exhausted our. I always do survival first. So I don't think it'll be long before we're running at Torment 10 or even above. So I guess the next thing on our list is going to be the Flying Dragon. I mean, after the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, that's definitely a priority for things that I want. And that's not because it's going to be massively useful, just because it's going to... I think it will make my gameplay feel a lot more casual. I don't like feeling like I'm having to work at what I'm doing. I think that's what it boils down to. Okay. We are still stonking through this as far as time goes. I am sort of trying to hurry through a little bit, mostly to see how fast we can do these. But if we were in a bit more danger, we could totally take our time and it wouldn't cause us any trouble at all. Huge packs of chickens just appearing on the ground. Gotta love it. Now, one good thing that I haven't yet mentioned about having an army is it's very rare for me to get hit by those nightmarish dudes. So that's going to be a lot less problematic than I would normally complain about. Well, it cannot be done yet, but, you know, wait for the cooldown and then we can totally do it. Right, where are we going? We're going down this way. Or up this way, I should say. That looks like it's actually going up some stairs. Myth Guardian's definitely a bit tankier. Hasn't even made a dent on me though. Cool. So that's Torment 9 equivalent. Diabo, Bane of the Stricken. Bane of the Stricken is going to be an interesting one. Okay, slap, 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 slap. And a lot of blood shards. Yeah, it's the paddle. Okay, right. So, Bane of the Stricken. These guys can't build stacks, but they can benefit from stacks. I don't think we're going to go for Bane of the Stricken this time. I think we're going to keep putting into the Gogok of Swiftness. The Gem of Toxin, they can apply that and benefit from it, so we'll probably do that. The gem that applies bleeding based on critical hits, they can do that, so we might go for that one as well. And of course, Bane of the Trapped is probably going to be the most useful one for actually just charging in and then doing a flat, massive damage increase. Between those three, I think will be pretty solid. But we need to get them all, of course. Right. In my words, so many levels. I'm getting like 11 levels per time. It's brilliant. Salvage, salvage, salvage. Now, 479 blood shards. Let's ask for shoulders of rings. Shoulders of rings. Let's ask for rings.
What a steal! What a steal!
Yeah, a little bit disappointing. We don't have enough death's breaths to do an upgrade, so we will just salvage them up. I think we've got enough time for one more regular rift, so let's up the difficulty to Torment 9. No, let's do it to Torment 10. And we'll see how this feels. It might feel terrible, it might feel super dangerous. But as I said before, we don't have to rush through it. We can just take our time, see how it goes. Did I hit cancel? I must have hit cancel rather than actually hitting OK. There we go. So regular rift. Forwards army. Okay, that was good to test for tanking the explosion. Not worried about that. And of course, a lot of these things can be mitigated by our resistances as well. We heal up really quickly with that life per hit. Right, let's activate our allies to get them to do a lot more damage quickly. I'm purposefully not stepping in because I don't want to overwhelm myself. But I think we can probably get in here now. Yeah, because they've been killing the things around us. They've not been benefiting from the extra damage from the Cyclone Strike, which is why that fight took a little bit longer. Also, I mean, we've upped the difficulty so everything's got more health. But it's important to be aware of these things and how they work together, because you can very quickly, like, bite off more than you can chew. I'd say we're doing all right. Ooh. Well, we're probably not going to get that guy. We can try, though. But with so many Soul Lashers doing nasty things. Yeah, trap him in the corner. Got him. Right, let's finish these guys off before they cause any more trouble. And there's a divo there. What is that? That is not the one we want. That's not the Flying Dragon. Eh. Well, I mean, it's nice to have unique or legendary items. Also good to see that despite like running around a little bit, we were still able to take him out. Now I know that there would have been another one that went elsewhere. We obviously didn't get to really see where they went. And without that, there's no way you're going to be able to track them down. Cool, and some boots. Yeah, Torment 10's definitely requiring a bit more concentration, but it seems to be working well enough for us. I would say we're getting so much more loot this way, but we're really not. One of the things that you definitely have to balance is your progress compared with the experience you're getting. So in this case, we're being slowed down quite a lot, so we might not be getting as much experience as if we were running at Torment 9, for instance, just because we're not getting through the rifts and monsters fast enough. So there's a definite sweet spot that you want to be looking for. We're about halfway through this one. So, yeah, it's going about half the speed that I'd want it to. Or maybe like 2/3 of the speed that I would want it to. So, we're a little bit behind the curve, but it won't take long for us to catch up. This could be quite bad. Just in terms of nasty things that there are. Right, let's run through that. We'll activate them so that they can do some damage in the other room. Yeah, definitely a difficult combination of mobs. So we'll call that fighting retreat. We're definitely okay. We're not worried about them, but that is a lot of nastiness. To be facing in one go. And I'm trying to make sure that I've got enough resistances and everything ready at the same time so that we can get away if it gets a bit too leery. Woo! Well, that was a fun fight. Definitely notice when you get locked in place with your attack animations and can't just dashing strike away. Dashing strike doesn't cancel whatever it is that you're doing at that time. Ah, conduit, that would have been a bit easier. Okay. Let's try and take as much advantage of this as we can. Just charge through everything. Loads of murder. Now, of course, when we're not attacking either with spirit generators or cyclone strike, we are taking extra damage from things because we're not giving ourselves that defensive buff from both of them. So it's important to periodically make sure you are attacking. And ideally, with both of them. Rather than just letting your army do its job. I mean, obviously you do need to let them do their job, but it's not an army if you're not helping. Okay, pretty close. It'd be nice to get this guy eliminated because he's a little bit annoying. You guys not actually being pulled around by my cyclone strike. Is that what you're doing? Ooh, I hear more goblins. Wow, we're getting quite a few. Ah, gelatinous. Oh my word. Oh, okay. And that was the wrong time to pop that. What I want to do is I want to push him back. Now I know one of them got away. At this point we're having to choose our battles. Another one got away. Okay, not to worry. We've still got a couple of kills. I mean, that in itself is cool. Let's get this guy going, especially considering everything else that's going on. Definitely noticing the Rift Guardian's extra health at this level. Alright, we got a ring out of that. Let's loot up and see what wonders. There's going to be so much. Not quite as much as there could have been, but still a significantly large amount. Yeah, and that's where the big one went. Okay. I've got some boots. Can't tell. Is that a convention of... That might be a convention of elements. If that is, that's actually really good for us. Right, let's get these ID'd, and we'll put those points in. That was just a regular rift, and we got 8 levels. I know, it was Reshel's Ring of Larceny. Boo! Ancient Firewalkers, though. They can go over here. As far as Death's Breath go, we got 35. Did we pick up a regular ring? No, we didn't. But we can always ask Kadala for one. So Kadala, give us a ring. And we will try and upgrade this. Yeah, that's not the one we want. That's not cool. Okay, well, I think that's a good point to finish this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed it. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be notified when I go live in the future. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.